Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to upload a very interesting and informative video related to PhD research proposal, how a student can write effective research proposal. And as we know that research proposal is one of the key and important document while we are applying in any country for PhD admissions. It is extremely important document that can lead us towards success and that can lead us towards rejection. So I would like to request all of you that kindly watch my video completely so that you can understand effectively. In my today's video tutorial, I would also like to add some important key aspects and some improvements that can be added to any PhD research proposal from effective writing. And at the end of my today's video tutorial, I will explain some important topics that can be very effective for improving any particular PhD research proposal. So I'm going to share one of my document in order to support my today's video tutorial and to explain each and every aspect of research proposal content. So, okay, whenever someone wants to write a research proposal, some key parameter should be noted, and that parameters and that points are extremely important because it can improve the quality of research proposal. One thing important, one must note that research proposal is extremely important and compulsory document for those students who are going to apply for PhD admissions. Without research proposal, we cannot proceed our application on national level or international level. And it is very common practice. We have seen that mostly people are using someone's work or they are using copy and paste, but they don't want to work hard for writing research proposal. That's the reason why we are getting rejection in many international and national application admission processes. So whenever we want to write a research proposal, one must select one particular direction in which he or she wants to go. And then after the selection of one research domain, he or she needs to read at least 2 to 3 review papers. Once again, I'm saying one must need to read at least 2 to 3 review papers in order to get some literature, in order to get some information, and in order to compute the problem statement. Each research proposal definitely can be written on one particular research problem statement. And each research proposal must have one problem statement and their particular solution, some methodology, and some basic steps. So whenever you want to start writing research proposal, you must have some literature in your mind. You must have at least one problem statement, and then you need to start your writing research proposal. And first of all, I would like to explain about the title page. Each title page of the research proposal must have some basic things like university name. If you have only one university and you are going to apply in only one university, definitely you can write name of the university over here. And you can skip as well if you are going to apply in multiple universities. And then you can write the research proposal title over here, and that is the most important thing for writing research proposal. And it should not more than 3 to 4 lines. Some people have seen very common observation that research title or proposal title is extremely lengthy, but for my understanding and my approach, it is not common practice. Your proposal title should be precise and brief, that can be easily understandable, and definitely that will be upon some problem statement. And how we can conclude that problem statement, I have just explained that we're writing 2 to 3 review papers. I'm not saying any particular journal. You can select any particular journal for reading any any review papers. And after reading review paper, we need to find some problem statement. And that problem statement will be the tentative research proposal title. And then you can write over here the name of the student. Definitely, you can write your own name, your email ID, and if you have any supervisor, like if someone is willing to work with you or someone is willing to take you as a student under his kind supervision, you can write the name of supervisor over here. And then you can also write in the bottom of the first page the department or degree in which you are going to apply. So this is the first page, that is the title page of any research proposal. Next thing, second page, the first heading of any research proposal consists of the background. Once again, how we can compute the background, how we can write background. We must read some review papers, good review papers, in order to get some information related to any particular research domain. And the background hiding must be limited to 1 to 2 pages. And it is what very important thing. Some people try to write too much in background session. That can be not a good practice from my point of view. So I strongly recommend you to keep your background limited to 1 to 2 pages and try to write briefly and with short sentences that can be easily understandable for any viewer. And when you are writing background, you can add some references. And for reference point of view, I would like to recommend you try to write those references who are published recently. Not too much old references are important for writing any background session. It is very important thing that people don't know about that. We must add fresh and latest references that are being published recently in our research proposal, especially writing background. And second thing is one of the key and important thing that is related to writing a problem statement and is significant. In this session, we can add what is the problem statement and what will be the worth of that problem, why we are discussing about that problem, what can be its significance. I think one half paragraph or one half page is enough for that portion in order to making an effective research proposal. And we can also write references in that session, but try to write your problem statement and significance in your own words. That will be the more effective. And the third topic related to research proposal will be the research objective. It is extremely important what kind of objective you are going to achieve from your particular research direction. And I am going to express the important thing. We must write our research objective in bulleted form: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have seen a very common practice. People try to write their research objective in paragraph format and too much wordy. That is not more significant. If we try to write our research objective in bulleted form, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on, it will be easy for any reviewer to understand what will be the main object of this particular research proposal. So I will strongly recommend you, whenever you are going to write your research proposal, try to write your objective in bulleted form: 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. It can be A, B, C, D, and so on, so that any person can easily understand what are your main objectives of your research proposal. And next, fourth will be the research scope. Fourth heading, that a research proposal should have the scope. What is the scope of your research proposal? What is the importance of your research proposal. Like if I try to elaborate more thing, what you are going to do must have some impacts in real life, in the industrial life, on economical life as well. Like my domain is study of perovskite solar cells, that the scope of the perovskite is very important in near and future because it can provide a low cost and efficient power generation. So your research definitely must have scope, definitely have some impact on human life, on some industrial sector, on some economical sector as well. So fourth heading, you should write about your research scope. So I think half paragraph or more than some half paragraph wording are extremely important for writing research scope. The research scope should not be beyond than 1 page or more than 2 pages, because it should be precise and brief. And the fifth heading that a research proposal must have is about related work and its challenges. What are the related work that some people have already done, and what are the flaws that need to be covered in future, that are included in challenges. Like whenever you want to write some paper, definitely that paper has some weak points. You need to find that weak points, and you need to select one that weak point and one problem statement, and then try to write research proposal upon that. So we can say that in fifth hiding, that is related to related work and challenges, we should quote someone's work that these works has already been done in past, and in future there are some challenges, and we need to meet these challenges from some particular important strategies. So there is no limit for pages for that this session for related to work and challenges. But I believe that 1 and 2 pages are extremely enough data for writing related work and challenges. And next six one will be the research methodology. Each research proposal must have some methodology. It can be simulation work, it can be lab work, it can be some mathematical computation like that. But it has definitely some methodology, and methodology is very important. Your methodology should be extremely advanced, current working state, not should be more older one, and the past one methodologies that some people have already adopted. So while you writing research methodology, I strongly recommend you to write your methodology in bulleted form, like ABCD 1 2 3 4 5, what steps you will adopt while designing your research methodology. Like if I try to elaborate more precisely, that it can have some following steps, like making some mathematical models, writing some equation, assigning some parameters, selection of sub simulation tool, like that. If you're working for lab experimental result, definitely selection of your chemicals, selection of your process, your condition, like that can be the part of your methodology. And you should write your methodology in bulleted form, so that any person can easily understand what are the tentative steps that need to be adopted while in your research computation or for your research methodology. Okay, seventh one is the expected outcomes. Each research proposal have some expected outcomes. Uh, no doubt, we cannot completely predict what can be our real outcomes, but we can expect. Like if I want to say that if I'm going to start writing for a simulation of perovskite solar cell, what kind of expected outcome will be like. I can say that I can write that improve power conversion efficiency, I can write that improve short circuit current value, open voltage value, fill factor, stability, and other parameters. So we can write some expected output that definitely can refer our research proposal after computation, after completion of any research work. And we need to write our outcome once again in bulleted form, because it is very effective for writing me, for understanding or reading for me and for any particular person who is going to read your own research proposal. So I strongly recommend you to write outcomes in bulleted form. And next will be the research plan. Each research proposal must have a research plan, and it can start from your current year to and so on. Like if I'm going to apply in 2021, we know that the tenure of the PhD admission is from 3 to 5 years. You can modify your research plan depending upon your time of application, depending upon the requirement of your department or your university. And it should be important that each research proposal must have some research plan. Like you are going to write proposal from 2 months to 3 months, you are going to write down the literature review, 3 to 4, and introduction, and then methodology, then computation and results, and then final your thesis submission, like that. So most of people, I have seen that they have never tried to add this session, especially research plan, in their research proposal, but it must have research plan that can more effective for writing any particular research proposal. In the last session, last session, that will definitely have some research references that you have quoted someone works in your research proposal. And I would once again emphasize that references must be latest, published in current year. It can be from last 6 months, but it should not be too much old. Like I'm going to write my research proposal in 2021, but I'm writing my research references from like 90s, like 2000, 2005, and 10, and so on. It is more important to understand the value of references. We must add those references who are currently published, that are latest work, that can be more effective. So these are some contents, these are some titles, subheadings that can be the part of any research proposal. So now I am going to express some common mistake that a student can commit while writing any particular research proposal. When you are going to start your research proposal, you must have clear and wide image what you are going to discuss, what you are going to write. And definitely you can get more power if you have some better understanding related to some particular problem statement. And then you can grip your title and problem statement and your wording if you have already studied 2 to 3 research review papers related to any journal. And when someone wants to write a PhD research proposal, he or she must keep in mind that the length of its PhD research proposal should be limited between 2000 word to 3000 word. Once again, lot of people don't know about the limit. This limit can be variable depending upon the major. Like if I'm going to say from management students, the length can be large. Like if I'm going to say some science student, it can be effective if we try to write our research proposal between 2000 to 3000 words. And it is more effective that our research proposal limit pages should be between 13 to 20. It should not more greater than 20 pages, because it can make too much boring for someone who is going to read your research proposal. So I believe that 2000 to 3000 words are enough for making any effective research proposal. And the limit for any particular research proposal related to pages should be between 13 to 20 maximum. So one person should select such topic who has some demand. And I'm going to express one of the key important condition and current state that why our applications are being rejected whenever we are going to apply any particular university with any particular proposal. This is why, because when we try to apply in particular university, we don't know what kind of faculty are over there. So it is important at least someone try to check what are the major research domains that department has, what are currently research work is being conducted in some particular university. So we should write research proposal accordingly. It's very simple thing. Lot of people don't know why their application is rejected. One of the common reason that our research proposal is not adequate and appropriate to someone's research faculty member in any particular department. And when we are going to apply over there, it can be possibility there is no such faculty member that is related to your research domain. And in that case, simply nobody is going to accept you as his or her student, and you will definitely face like failure. So I strongly recommend you that whenever you are going to write a research proposal, try to use more advanced topics, and try to check at least their faculty list and their research domains and their research groups, and then you need to write your paper research proposal accordingly. And the second important thing that I need to advise to all of you, that at least try to write two research proposal to different research domains. It can be very effective. And once you have completed your research proposal, I strongly recommend you to proofread it. Try to eliminate common grammatical mistakes. Definitely, each proposal has some mistake, and we can minimize that mistake by proofreading. You can use Grammarly software, other software, and you can also give your research proposal to someone who can proofread your work, and that will be the more effective. And try to write your sentences in short format with simple and easier English sentences. That can be the more effective. So I think from my today's video tutorial, it will be very helpful for all of you for writing an effective research proposal. And if you have still some question, you can comment in video in the comment session. I will try to reply back you on time. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Take care.